Su-27. Initial operational capability, IOC, July 5, 1985. First flight, May 20, 1977. Total production, 1,900. The Su-27, Flanker B NATO designation, is a single-seat, twin-engine, long-range, air defense fighter designed to counter the F-15 Eagle and NATO fighter aircraft. It can accommodate AR-27 and AR-73 missiles for short, medium and long-range air-to-air engagements. In addition, a built-in GSH-301 30mm gun provides very short-range air-to-air engagement capability. The Su-27 air defense fighter can also carry out escort missions in support of Su-22M, backfire NATO nickname, as well as other bomber/attack aircraft such as the Su-24, Fencer NATO nickname. Despite its size and weight, the Su-27 and its derivatives are the most maneuverable aircraft ever flew. The Su-27 Flanker features an integrated infrared search and track (IRST) system located in front of the cockpit's canopy. The IRST system, together with a helmet-mounted sight, the AR-73 advanced short-range air-to-air missile, and Su-27's maneuverability outperforms any existing fighter aircraft in a short-range air-to-air engagement. Su-27. Group, Air Defense Fighters. Status, active. Also known as F-11, Chinese version, Flanker B, J-11A, Su-27SK, Su-27SKM, Su-27SM, variant provided to the Russian Air Force as upgrade to existing Su-27 aircraft, Su-30SM2 2011 upgrade, T-10, developmental aircraft designation. Origin, Russia. Contractor, Sukhoi. Initial operational capability, IOC, July 5, 1985. First flight, May 20, 1977. Total production, 503. The Su-27 entered service with the Soviet Air Force in 1984. About 400 to 500 Su-27s and Su-27UBs were delivered to the Soviet Air Force through early 1990s. China, 80, and Vietnam, 24, are the sole export customers for this aircraft. The Su-27SK fighters sold to China by Russia are known as the J-11 within the People's Liberation Army. China and Russia agreed up to 200 Su-27 and two-seat Su-27UBs to be produced in China. The Su-27SM and Su-27SKM are upgraded variants of the Su-27 Flanker air superiority fighter aircraft. Su-27SKM is being offered to the export market while the Su-27SM are being produced for the Russian Air Force under a modernization program intended to extend the service life of existing Su-27s. In addition to air superiority, Su-27SKM-SM feature air-to-ground capability using guided and unguided armament operating within a combat group or alone at all weather conditions. The Su-27SM3 is another upgraded variant introduced to the Russian Air Force in late 2011. Su-27UB. Group, Air Defense Fighters. Status, active. Also known as Flanker C, NATO codename, Su-30SM2, upgraded variant, Su-27UBK. Origin, Russia. Contractor, Sukhoi. Initial operational capability, IOC, July 5, 1985. First flight, June 1982. Total production? The two-seat Su-27UB, Flanker C NATO designation, is a derivative of the Su-27 fighter designed for training purposes. It features the same combat capabilities than the single-seat Su-27 fighter with only slightly different performance. It has been the basis for improved models with enhanced air-to-ground capabilities of the Su-27 aircraft. The Su-27UB entered service with the Soviet Air Force in 1985. It has been sold to Vietnam and China along with single-seat Su-27 fighter aircraft for training purposes. Su-30. Group, Air Defense Fighters. Status, active. Also known as Su-27P, Su-30K, early version, Su-30KN, upgraded Su-30K. Origin, Russia. Contractors, Sukhoi, UAC. Initial operational capability, IOC, 1992. First flight, 1986. Total production, 18. Unitary cost, $62 million. The Su-30, also known as the Su-27P, is a derivative of the Su-27UB twin-seat trainer designed to provide long endurance, through in-flight refueling, improved air defense capability, Su-30s can share airborne targets information in the same way that groups of MiG-31 interceptors do. Up to 10 targets can be shared by a group of 5 Su-30 fighters to engage targets in a cooperative way. The latest air-to-air weapons and missiles developed by Russia can be employed by the Su-30 fighter. The Su-30 fighter aircraft first flew in 1986 and achieved initial operational capability with the Russian Air Force in 1992. The Indian Air Force took delivery of 18 Su-30K aircraft between 1997 and 1999. These aircraft were upgraded to the Su-30KN standard and sold back to Angola. Su-33 Group Multi-Role Fighters. Status Active. Also known as Flanker D, Sea Flanker, Su-27K. Origin Russia. Contractor Sukhoi. Initial operational capability IOC 1994. First flight August 17, 1987. Total production 24. The Su-27K, Flanker D or Sea Flanker NATO designations, is a derivative of the proved Su-27 fighter designed to perform air-to-air and air-to-surface missions operating from an aircraft carrier. It features an arresting hook and strengthened landing gear for carrier-based operations, canard foreplanes for improved aerodynamic performance, folding outer wings and empennage, engagement capability of surface and airborne threats through radar and IR sensor, in-flight refueling capability to achieve mission extended range, 12 external hardpoints, and a new electronic countermeasures system. The Su-27K, also known as the Su-33, entered service with the Russian Navy in 1994 aboard the Admiral Kuznetsov aircraft carrier. It can employ the latest air-to-air missiles as well as precision-guided air-to-surface weapons. 20 to 30 Su-33s have been deployed on the Kuznetsov aircraft carrier. The J-15F-15 is a Chinese-built variant of the Su-33 shipborne aircraft. Su-30MK Group Multi-Role Fighters. Status Active. Origin Russia. Contractors Sukhoi, UAC. Initial operational capability IOC 2001. Total production 40. Unitary cost $62 million. The Su-30MK, a further improvement over the twin-seat Su-30 aircraft, can perform air-to-surface missions employing precision-guided weapons while retaining the advanced air-to-air features introduced in the early Su-30s. The Su-30MK model is intended as the standard configuration for Su-30 aircraft. The Su-30MK advanced multi-role fighter was designed for the export market, achieving a big success. About 50 Su-30KS 18 and Su-30MKs 32 were purchased by India, with the final aircraft delivered in December 2004. The Su-30MK aircraft were lately converted into Su-30MKI. India also achieved an agreement on 140 Su-30MKIs to be produced locally by the HAL Corporation. In addition, Indonesia ordered 2 Su-30MKs. Su-30MKK Group Multi-Role Fighters. Status Active. Also known as J-11B China, J-11BS Chinese version of Su-30MK. Origin China, Russia. Contractors Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, Sukhoi, UAC. Initial operational capability IOC 2004. Total production 322. Unitary cost $62 million. The Su-30MKK is a version of the Su-30MK multi-role fighter. China purchased more than 72 Su-30MKKs, J-11 designation, which were delivered in the first half of the 2000s. A licensed production has also been agreed between Moscow and Beijing authorities for some 250 Su-30MKKs to be assembled by Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. The J-11B is a version produced locally in China. The Su-30MKK is close to the Su-30MK2 standard. Su-30MKI Group Multi-Role Fighters. Status Active. Also known as Flanker H, Su-30MKI A, Algerian Air Force, Su-30MKM, Malaysia, Su-30SM, Russian Air Force version. Origin Russia. Contractors Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Irkut Corporation, Sukhoi. Initial operational capability IOC 2005. First flight July 1, 1997. Total production 460. Unitary cost RUB 1.2 billion. The Su-30, also known as the Su-27P, is a derivative of the Su-27UB twin-seat trainer designed to provide long endurance, through in-flight refueling, improved air defense capability. Su-30s can share airborne targets information in the same way that groups of MiG-31 interceptors do. Up to 10 targets can be shared by a group of 5 Su-30 fighters to engage targets in a cooperative way. The latest air-to-air weapons can be employed by the Su-30 fighter. The Su-30MK, a further improvement over the Su-30, can perform air-to-surface missions employing precision-guided weapons while retaining the advanced air-to-air features introduced in the early Su-30s. The MK model is intended as the standard configuration for Su-30 aircraft. The Su-30 fighter achieved initial operational capability with the Russian Air Force in 1992. The Su-30MK advanced multi-role fighter is available for export. About 40 Su-30MK, under the Su-30MKI designation, have been sold to India, with 140 Su-30MKIs to be produced in India by the HAL Corporation under a license manufacturing agreement between 2003 and 2017. The initial batch, 50, of Russian-built Su-30MKs ordered by India between 1996 and 1998 was upgraded to the impressive Su-30MKI configuration. A second batch of 40 Su-30MKIs was ordered in 2007. In 2003, Malaysia ordered 18 Su-30MKMs, based on the Su-30MKI design, equipped with Western avionics to be delivered by 2008. Algeria ordered 16 Su-30MKI jets in April 2010. The Su-30MKI features canard foreplanes and AL-31FP thrust vectoring control engines, achieving the supermaneuverability concept. Supermaneuverability means that the airplane can aim at any direction within seconds to fire an air-to-air missile without changing its bearing. Supermaneuverability can be used in many situations during a mission. The aircraft features a Russian radar and optic locator, French navigation and heads-up display systems, Israeli EW and weapon guidance systems, and Indian computers. India's Su-30MKI multi-role fighter bomber is one of the best 4 to 5 generation aircraft currently available. Its range can be extended from 3,000 km to 5,200 km with only one air refueling. The extended range capability along with its outstanding payload capacity were envisaged as the most important asset for India, allowing to perform deep strike attacks in Pakistan and China. Su-30MK2 Group, multi-role fighters. Status, active. Also known as a Flanker G, Su-30M2, Russian Air Force 2 Malawian Quachas combat trainer, Su-30MK2V, version sold to Venezuela, Su-30MKA, Algeria. Origin, Russia. Contractors, Sukhoi, UAC. Initial operational capability, IOC, 2006. Total production, 143. Unitary cost, $62 million. The Su-30MK2 multi-role fighter was introduced in late 2006 with some improvements over the Su-30MK twin-seat aircraft, such as supermaneuverability using AL-31FP thrust vectoring control, TVC, engines. So far, the Su-30MK2 is the biggest export success of the entire Su-27 aircraft family. In 2006, Venezuela ordered 24 Su-30MK2, Su-30MK2V designation, plus 6 options from Russia in response to U.S. denial to ship spare parts for the country's Air Force F-16 fleet. According to Venezuela's president, Hugo Chavez, these aircraft were meant to deter the United States from invading their country. Algeria ordered 28 Su-30MK2, Su-30MKA designation, which were delivered between 2008 and 2009. Vietnam ordered 32 Su-30MK2s in 2010 to 2011, 8, 2011 to 2012, 12, and 2014 to 2015, 12. Uganda ordered 6 Su-30MK2 in 2010. Russia ordered 4 Su-30MK2 in 2009 and 20 Su-30M2 improved aircraft in 2014. Indonesia took delivery of 15 Su-30MK2s between 2008 and 2011. China also ordered the Su-30MK2, but they are listed under the Su-30MKK designation.